Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the first essay, Toasted English, that is written by R.K. Narayan. Before coming to the essay, I would like to give you some idea about the term essay. What does essay mean? How it is different from your short stories that you have already read in your first sem or second semester. Essay is a different topic. Essay is completely different from short stories. As you have already known about the stories, in stories there are some fictional characters, a fictional plot which is not real but which seems as if all the things are real, because a story emerges from the real world only. That's why you think that some of the things, or you can relate some of the things with yourself, and you can find that the things which are happening in the story are also happening in the real world as well. If we talk about essay you will not find any fictional character or any fictional plot. Essay totally deals with the contemporary things that are prevalent in society, what is going on or what has already happened in the society, how the things evolve out of the society, how the things are working in the society. We can talk about any topic, like if in the field of political science, what is happening in the politics, or with the politicians, how the politicians are treating. But in this essay, this toasted English, as the title refers, it is all about the English, it is all about the language, how language evolve. So I hope you might have understood about the difference between a story and essay. As it is written by R.K. Narayan, let me give you some idea about the R.K. Narayan, who he was. Actually, he was a writer from Madras, that is situated in South India. He has written so many novels and short stories, and in his short stories, he has tried his best to create as relevant word in his story as he has seen or as he has brought up in the surroundings. The famous place that he has created in his short stories or novel is Malgudi, and his characters are also very realistic. You can easily relate yourself with the characters of R.K. Narayan's novels. This is the characteristic of R.K. Narayan's writing. Now we start with the essay Toasted English. Now let's discuss about the topic only, toasted. What does toasted mean? Toasted means something twisted, something which has been changed because of so many changes that have been occurring throughout the time, throughout the ages. As you can see that, or you can analyze by yourself only how the language develop. Language does not emerge in a one day or in 1 month or 1 year. It takes so many ages to develop itself, because it is totally inclusive. That is inclusive means that has the ability to include so many things in itself. It is open to everything. Like English, there are it has been originated from different languages like Greek, French, Latin. If you analyze the language itself, if you analyze the language English, it has so many roots from Greek, from French, and from Latin. It is not only English. And from all these languages, English has been emerged. English has been evolved. And now, if we talk about India only, we ourselves have added so many words to this language English. So many new words are coming day by day, and so many words are adding in the Oxford Dictionary. Why? because we are dealing with new things in this time, and because of the requirement of the day, the words are being adding up. It is a continuous process. If you think that language can evolve or build itself in an isolation, if we just bound language in a box with a rigid walls, with a concrete walls, means nothing will go out, nothing will come in, then language will never develop itself. These boundaries must have to be shaken off to develop the language, and this is the thing which we are going to talk about in this essay, how the language is changed over the time. Now basically, if we talk about this essay, R.K. Narayan has compared English with two countries' languages. One is British English and second one is American English. As you all must be knowing that English originated in Britain, but as Britain people ruled over so many countries, as Englishmen ruled over India as well, they also ruled over America. So they try to impose their own language. They try to impose English on America, as well as they try to impose the same languages on Indians. So now when American people got freedom, what did they do? They took the language from Britain. This is the original language of Britain, plus what did they do? They made some changes. This is the original version, this is the some changes, and result, what would be the resultant? It will come a new language. It will remain as English, but there must be so many changes which America has adopted for itself, which American people have made for itself only, to give it own version. And just just look at yourself, or look at Indian people, what kind of English they speak. Even the people from Punjab and Haryana speak different kind of English. It happens because of the cultural needs, cultural aspects and circumstances, as it happens with every language, and it varies from place to place. And this is the reason this essay has been put under the heading an assortment. If you will look at the index page, this is your first essay that is put under the title an assortment. Even the category this essay has been put in will give you some fair idea what it is all about. An assortment is a kind of varying things which are varying on some scale, on their quality, on their size, but belong to the same category. Like if I give you some example, like balls, they can be red balls, black balls, small balls. See, all these belong to one thing only, that is ball, but at same place these are different of color. Red balls, black balls, and different of size. They can be vary about their sizes. This is an assortment, and you can apply this basic thing to the language itself only. The language will remain English only, but the difference will be in the pronunciation, in the words, how the words emerge out of the culture. So there the changes lie, and there the language itself varies from place to place or country to country. And this is a thing that R.K. Narayan has discussed in this essay. He has pointed out the things where the American English is different from the British English. This example of the thing that American people have stopped using the passive languages. See, there was an example which British people would use: trespassing, prohibited, means nobody can cross the boundary without permission. This is the word, or this is the thing that British people would use to tell to people. But what American people would use: you are not allowed to come in without permission. See, the idea is same in both the sentences, but the way the things has been said, the ideas has been conveyed are different, and this is a different which makes a language, or which gets a language varied from place to place, which makes a language different from British English to American English. The another example R.K. Narayan has cited in this essay about some words, about some key words. The first word is check. Now if you look at this word in the dictionary, for the British uses, you will find out only one or two meanings. But what did the American people do? They are using this check word for so many things, like check in, check out, means when you are arriving at the hotel or when you are departing from the hotel. Check girl, or as we often use it, check it, the thing has been done it, and the things have been done or not, and so many places. Means we are very comfortable at using one word at so many places. We make it a lineage, we make a lineage for us to use one word at so many places. But British people don't do this. They use different word at different places, and they limit their vocab and to one to two places. This is a basic or most important difference between the uses of language for British people and American people. This is the example that R.K. Narayan has cited in this essay, just to give you a fair idea about how language vary from place to place. And there are so many other examples, and another example, another important thing that R.K. Narayan discusses in this essay about the politeness. British people always try to be polite with others, like they use excuse me, sorry, thank you very oftenly. So many times they use these words. But on the contrary, in the American, or if we talk about India only, we don't use such words very often. We use it very rarely because we are accustomed to speak directly. Whatever we want to say, we just say it without using any other euphemisms or any other polite words. As let me read out some example. Like the refinements of uses in countries where English has a bazaar status are worth a study. On a London bus, you will never hear the conductor try ticket, ticket. In Britain, in London, the conductor will not ask or cry out for the tickets, tickets, ticket, tickets. He just, what does he do? He just approaches the passenger and says, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for traveling with us. And then after giving him a ticket, he again says, thank you. He says he uses this word twice to single passenger in a train. So this here you can see the politeness of Britain people that they often use in their daily conversation. But as you can compare this thing with Indian people also, we don't use, we just straightforwardly say that hanji ticket lao. So this is the basic difference. And another example is like the receptionist says that how can I help you? Suppose if you enter any office or any institution, the receptionist will say how can I help you, which has different kind of meanings at different times. If we straightforwardly say that if you have mistakenly entered at one place which you should not be there, our people will say you are at wrong place, please go away, this is not the place you are looking for. But the receptionist in London will say how can I help you? So this is the way where changes lie. This is the way where politeness is used. Just you have to compare these points with the way British converse with another people and the way the Americans or Indians talk at different situations with different people. We oftenly use straightforwardly words. We don't cover our ideas with such polite words. So this is the difference. And at the end, R.K. Narayan talks about the Indian English. He talks about the poverty of English language in India. He says that English is very much confined in India. English is very much bounded to, confined to only few places. You will not find people in bazaars or markets, shops speaking English. You will find only English in institutions or law schools or hospitals. Very few places where English has been used. And this is at this place R.K. Narayan is hoping forward that one day English will be used all over the India in simple markets as well. He is very hopeful for this thing. He doesn't want English languages to be confined in some privileged places. So at this point R.K. Narayan ends his essay with the last line. Let me read out the last line for you. I am not suggesting here a mongrelization of the language. I am not recommending that we should go back to the days when we heard, particularly in the railways, where are you going, man? Bharat English will respect the rule of law and maintain the dignity of grammar. That Indian people should adopt the English language by using all the rules of the language, by using the grammar, by learning the grammars. We don't want to mongrelize the language. We don't want to shatter the language. We will use the language by keeping the dignity of the language, but still have a Swadeshi stamp about it unmistakably. But we will adopt it in a very genuine way. We will learn the English language in a very genuine way, and then we will give it a Indian touch. How we can give a foreign language an Indian touch? By including or by adding our cultural words to the language. This is how these words uh, reflect these words will reflect the Indianness in the English language. And as he says that, like the Madras handloom check shirt. See, you also must have heard about this word check shirt. We use this word very oftenly, and I have already told you this word is an English word, but we have included it in our day-to-day language, check shirt. And this word check here has different meaning. The check means this lining print that has been made on engraved on our clothes. And another example is Tirupati doll. Again, the doll is an English word, but we have started using it in our daily language. This is how we can give an Indian stamp, or we can put an Indian stamp on the English language by adopting it very genuinely and by including or by giving it our cultural words. So these are the things that R.K. Narayan is trying to discuss with us in this essay about how the language has been toasted, how the language has been changed or evolved over the ages by coming in contact with different people coming in contact with different people of different countries or states or regions. I think we should stop here now. You might have gotten some idea about this chapter. Now just go through the essay once more so that you can better understand what the R.K. Narayan is trying to say. Until now, thanks. Take care. Study hard. Bye.